Welcome to the Los Angeles Method Creative Leadership Podcast. My name is Theodora. I'm the creator and founder. Today, I would like to do a small recap, and I would like to talk again, once more, about love and fear. There's a great quote by Socrates, which says, "To move the world, we must move ourselves. Every change starts with us. Whatever we want to see on the other person sitting across from us needs to start from us." There are two choices one can make in life. One can choose between love and fear, as we have already covered. In the workshops and the private sessions, when I ask my participants what is the opposite of fear, they usually respond with the words courage, power, strength, bravery. The real answer is love. If you think about it, at the core of every negative emotion you experience, you will discover fear. And at the core of every positive emotion you experience, you will discover love. So next time you're afraid of something, run the opposite way, towards love. In the Los Angeles Method, we know that we all play roles in our everyday lives. The moment you see your life as a movie you write, you direct, and you star in, make sure that you understand that you star in. There are so many people who give themselves the role of the extra, the role of the best friend. So the moment you see your life as a movie you write, direct, and star in, everything becomes easy and joyful. And as Shakespeare brilliantly stated, all the world is a stage and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. So we developed the Los Angeles Method for you, the players, the actors, the leaders. We use acting and personal development techniques to assist you in unlocking your inner voice, your inner truth, and your potential. By knowing your inner voice, you can determine what you want, express it, and allow it to be manifested in your personal and business life. We help our participants find their answers, find their destination, find their voice. Finding your voice means understanding who you are, recognizing yourself, and discovering your great value. There's no one else in this universe like you. You are special, unique, and one of a kind. Only when you know who you are and what you are worth can you listen to others, which is a great quality for leaders. Listening to others means connecting with them, engaging and communicating, transmitting and receiving the right signals. Does this sound familiar? We are often preoccupied with what goes on in our head. That prevents us from paying attention to what really goes on around us. This is where the Los Angeles Method Creative Leadership Program comes in. As you have discovered so far with the Los Angeles Method, you learn techniques to understand, face, and liberate these voices. You become available to live in the now and experience the present as it is, a present. You learn to be conscious, raise your self-value, and become strong. From that point of strength, of self-confidence, of faith and trust, we help you identify your goals, your mission, and your vision. Then together we create a map. How can you achieve these goals? What is the best way for you? How can you best serve your mission and turn your vision into reality? What are the obstacles standing between you and the life you want and deserve to live? Together we find the answers to all these questions. We coach you to realize your dreams. No one can make it on his own. The greatest athletes in the world, people who have created world records, have coaches who support them and guide them. Oscar-winning actors work with acting coaches on every single movie. Successful CEOs of the biggest companies attend workshops and seminars and have personal coaches. Why? Because we all need a team, a support system. To give you an example on how a coach can change your life, allow me to borrow Usain Bolt's story. You know him as the fastest man alive. Usain Bolt is a Jamaican sprinter. He's the first man to hold both the 100 meters and 200 meters world records. He's the first man in history to win 6 Olympic gold medals in sprinting and become 8 times the world champion. Usain Bolt grew up in a small town in Jamaica. His parents owned the local grocery store. His family did not have much experience with sports. It was his cricket coach at school who noticed his talent and urged him to try track and field events. He was then coached by Pablo McNeil, a former Olympic sprint athlete, and Dwayne Jarrett. Bolt won his first annual high school championships medal in 2001. Please note that so far, there are 3 coaches in this talented man's life who showed up to show him the way. Although gifted, talented, and winning awards, Bolt was described to have lack of dedication and enjoy making practical jokes. Then a 4th coach entered his life, Fitz Coleman, and Bolt turned professional. The rest is history, that Bolt did not ride by himself, but with the assistance and guidance of his team and support system. Think for a second about Bolt's story. What would have happened if the first cricket coach had not pushed him towards track? Where would Bolt be now if his coach would not turn him professional? No one can make the journey alone. Find a mission and create a team. Surround yourself with people who want the best for you. Surround yourself with people who will give you the truth. Surround yourself with people who nurture you, with people with whom you can connect and grow. Please keep in mind that you cannot give what you do not have. What I mean by that is that if you want to surround yourself with people who love you, you must love yourself first. If you want to surround yourself with people who nurture you, you must nurture yourself first. If you want to surround yourself with people who give you the truth, you must give yourself the truth first. You educate people on how to treat you by showing them how you treat yourself. Examine your life every day. This is what Socrates' quote is all about. Examine your life every day. Become an observer. Observe the things that are beneficial for you and liberate the ones that are holding you back. Success is a choice. Joy is a choice. Freedom is a choice. Love is a choice. Look yourself in the eyes. Keep eye contact with you and those around you. Looking in your partner's eyes is one of the fundamental rules of acting. Whenever you're lost in a scene, you forgot your lines, you don't know what to do next, always lock eyes with your acting partner and you will find your way. In sociological studies, people who maintain eye contact are usually perceived as more reliable, warm, sociable, honest, confident, and active. Eye contact shows you pay attention. Maintaining eye contact can be very revealing. Experiments presented in Malcolm Gladwell's book Blink show how you can identify a fake smile by looking at the person's eyes. If you fake a smile, your eyes do not follow. This is why in the Los Angeles method we have created many exercises that our participants do while looking in the mirror into their own eyes. Scientists, brain researchers in the University of Parma, Italy, discovered the mirror neurons. The basic idea behind that discovery is that when you see, you feel. These neurons translate what we see so we can relate to the world. Connection happens on the level of emotion. Once you see yourself in the mirror and feel, the connection with yourself will be easier to achieve. Be a leader, not a victim. Overcome your fears and break the blocks. Join us in exploring some of the techniques of the Los Angeles method, and let's do together some of the exercises. Let us help you find your voice. Let us help you achieve your goals. One of the main exercises that we've talked about in previous episodes is the I'm worthy exercise. Stand in front of the mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and repeat, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy. You can check the previous episodes to find more details on the exercise. Right now, I'd like to talk about the contract. This is a contract that I signed when I first joined the classes of one of my greatest mentors, Bernard Hiller. He talked about how an artist needs to commit. needs to be present, needs to be determined. So this is the contract that you should sign with yourself. So this is the contract. I commit to let the artist, the leader within me, find her or his true objective and mission in life. I allow the artist, the leader within me, to be educated so I can be able to make choices. I am ready to allow the artist and the leader within me to make the changes necessary in my life in order for me to achieve my goals. I commit in finding the courage to seek the truth. I understand that by allowing the artist, the leader within me to take over, I will at times feel foolish and uncomfortable. I commit to be easy to work with. I understand that I'm 100% responsible for my life, my personal and professional life. I commit to be easy to work with, never complain, gossip, judge, or blame. I commit to be open to new possibilities. I commit to trust and believe my instincts. I'm determined to succeed, and I know how to do it. And this is the contract you have to sign with yourself. I would like to talk a little bit more about acting today. I'm going to start this section of the episode with a quote by Maya Angelou. They might forget what you told them, but they will never forget how you made them feel. As we've said before in previous episodes, after all, this is a recap. Acting is about the truth. Acting is not about lying or pretending. Acting is about finding one's own truth and revealing it to the world. Success is attracted to truth. Actors, leaders, raise a mirror to society, show the truth, and offer choices. To be able to do that, one must raise the mirror to oneself first. Acting is about telling a story. Storytelling has always been essential to us. This is how we learn. Our spiritual leaders have always been great storytellers. They knew life's most sacred secrets were understood through stories. Life's great ideas were given meaning through storytelling. Creating a story, in other words, entertaining ourselves, is the spoonful of sugar that makes the medicine go down. There's a message we need to receive to understand that is the medicine, and the story is the sugar, making it easy to digest. A similar example is that of procreation. We need to procreate in order to survive as a species. Procreation is a requirement. Procreation is a requirement for our survival. It is also a greatly pleasurable act. Why do you think nature made it so pleasurable and entertaining? How would things be if we did not enjoy doing it? We would sit on our couch until we were at the brink of extinction before we took action. In the same way, we need stories to make us get off our couch and go into action. Acting. Why is it important to know acting techniques? Why is it important to be involved in creative projects? When you create your goals, when you work on reprogramming these confining convictions, when you work on your personal development, do it as if you were an actor creating an entertaining story. Learn the rules of show business and show yourself to the world. Tell the world, this is me and here I am. Creativity is what connects you to you and then to the world. A good movie, a star actor promises you a good time, and you agree to step out of your house, drive in the traffic, do the impossible to find parking, pay for the ticket and the popcorn, sit in the dark room with other individuals you do not know, just to be entertained? The entertainment is just the bait, and you got hooked. Once you're there, you receive the message. Use that for your personal development. Promise yourself entertainment, and you will find the strength, the power, and the motivation to receive the message and make any changes you wish. Acting techniques will teach you how to cast a line into your soul, hook your heart, and pull your greater potential to the surface. Most people have traveled by a plane at some point in their lives. Do you remember what they told us will happen in case of an emergency? Oxygen masks will fall. Fit yours first and then take care of the people next to you. You need to help yourself before you can be of any service to others. You need to take care of yourself before you can be of service to acting, to leadership. Why do audiences pay to sit in a dark room and watch other people stand in the light? Because of the way people who stand in the light will make them feel. People go to the theater or to the movies or follow leaders to see others do what they are afraid to do in their everyday lives. People go to the movies to see people experience emotions that they, the audience, are too afraid to feel in their everyday lives. You act, you take action. An actor is a leader, stands out from the darkness into the light and shows people the truth. The ancient Greeks believed that the theater is the mirror raised to the society, so society can see parts preferred to remain hidden. If you read plays from different time periods, you understand so much about the people, the political situation, the mental, emotional, and spiritual state. In ancient Greece, when they used to have theater festivals, everything in the city would stop functioning. Rich people, sponsors, would support the productions and the actors. People with sticks would walk around the audience to hit the audience members who were disrespectful to the actors in the theater. Theater can teach us so much. Whether you're an actor or not, theater can change your life. Acting can save your life. Theater requires your imagination and your action, two very important ingredients in life. We usually want something, set a goal, then we start censoring ourselves. I want this, but I could never. I will wait until I get the money. When I lose the weight, I'll do it. We're all good in setting goals. We are not all good in following through and taking action. It is perfectly normal. It happens to many people. We doubt ourselves and wait for more information to come in. On stage, you cannot wait for the perfect moment. You cannot wait for more information. You have to act with what you have right now, in the now. There is a flow to the play, and you need to follow that flow. Your character depends on it. Your fellow actors depend on it. The audience depends on it. Acting, the basic techniques of acting, teach you how to achieve your goals, your objectives. Commit to the flow and take action. Become an actor, become a leader. What you learn on stage, you can incorporate in real life. We do not take action when we do not want to feel uncomfortable. Acting is all about learning to love being uncomfortable, vulnerable. You are standing in front of the light while everyone else is sitting in the dark, safe. The greatest fear people have is public speaking. After public speaking comes the fear of dying. So most people would rather be in the coffin than give the eulogy. By Jerry Seinfeld. Acting teaches you how to get out of your comfort zone. There is an entire world outside the limits of your fears, outside your comfort zone. If you stay comfortable, you're not moving. When you're not moving, how can you walk new roads that will lead you to new places, to your goals? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Albert Einstein, a genius. Acting teaches you to take safe risks and commit to your goals. When the writer indicates that your character will be rich by the end of the play, how can you be poor? You need to commit to that goal, even if it scares you. Acting teaches you about emotions. You need to understand your emotions in order to be able to use them on stage. Emotions are the most powerful force of shaping and creating. You learn how to use your emotions. You learn how to have fuel forever to achieve your goals. In psychology, an emotion is a subjective, conscious experience characterized primarily by psychophysiological expressions, biological reactions, and mental states. Emotion is often associated with mood, temperament, personality, and motivation. Emotion is often the driving force behind motivation, positive or negative. Emotions are vital for achieving our goals. Emotions are the fuel we use to achieve our goals. We do the things we do for the way they make us feel, for the subjective, conscious experience. The law of attraction says The essence of that which is like unto itself is drawn. If we take this law and explain it from the perspective of emotions, we understand that if we feel weak and sick, we cannot expect to achieve strength and health. If I feel angry, no peace can come my way. No peace can come my way until I stop feeling angry and choose another emotion similar to peace. There is power to what you feel. You have the power to change the circumstances around you by using your emotions. Werner Heisenberg was a German theoretical physicist and one of the key pioneers of quantum mechanics. Heisenberg was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1932 for the creation of quantum mechanics. It will be quite difficult to analyze Heisenberg's work in a podcast, but what we can mention, though, is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. To sum it up, Heisenberg explains that your observation of a system disturbs the outcome. You have an active role in the way things turn out once you observe them. You can affect your environment, but only if you observe it. If you just sit in a couch, numb, nothing happens. The moment you observe something, you can disturb the outcome. Reality is defined by the mind that is observing it. Reality is defined by the mind that is observing it. If that mind is angry, the reality will be defined with anger. If that mind is rich, the reality will be defined by abundance. If the mind is loving, the reality will be defined by love. Reality is defined by the mind that is observing it. Another physicist, Wheeler, suggested that the word observer can be changed to participator. If you are a participator of the situations around you, then you have the power to mold them, to guide them where you want them to go. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. Buddha. Thoughts create emotions. I think of a beautiful, warm beach. I feel calm and happy. I think of the bills I have not paid or the project I have not yet completed, and anxiety takes control over me. Please remember the definition of emotion at the beginning of this episode. Emotions are characterized by biological reactions. So the anxiety that I feel will eventually be manifested in my body. It might take the form of pain, headache, arthritis, cancer, or something else. To be able to act on your life, to be able to be the leader of your life, to be able to achieve your goals and create the reality you wish for, you need to be able to have the power over your emotions. And as the saying goes, information is power. The more you know about you, about your emotions, the more powerful you become. Ask yourself frequently, how do I feel now? You might think that this is not necessary. How is it possible for someone not to know how they feel? Well, you'll be amazed. Many people numb themselves without even realizing it. When you refuse to feel pain or sadness or anger, and you numb that part of you, you also numb the part of you that feels joy and happiness and love. Emotions, negative or positive, come from the same place. The same source. If you close that source for anger, then you've closed that source for love and peace and joy too. Decide where you want to go. Decide what you want to do. Decide who you want to be. You are the captain of your life. You are the leader. You are the only one who can act on it. Once you have your map, you can begin your journey. Be conscious, present in the now, and inject all the positive emotions you have into your goals. Be the participator of your reality. Be the deliberate creator. Gently focus your thoughts on what it is that you want, not on what you don't want or what you want to avoid. Go with the flow of well-being. Allow yourself to experience and enjoy the journey. When you feel anxious, impatient, and worried, you cannot experience peace and joy and serenity. Take a deep breath and exhale all the negativity and stress you might have inside. Smile and notice the difference. How do you feel? To close this episode, let me say this. Acting teaches you about truth. Acting is not pretending. It is about raising a mirror and showing the world and yourself the truth. You need to first find your own truth. And these are some of the reasons why acting can save your life. And it's also great fun. We cannot express emotions on stage or in life truthfully if we have these emotions blocked. Then we would be lying. And acting is all about revealing the truth, as is life. You need to know your own truth first before raising the mirror to society, before becoming a leader. You need to know your own truth to find your voice and lead the life you deserve and desire. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. My name is Theodora, and this is the Los Angeles Method Creative Leadership Podcast. See you in the next episode.